Hey there, my name's Adrian, and this is Gloo Studios, the show where I talk about film news, entertainment, and visual effects. Jumping in, let's talk about Walking with Dinosaurs. If you don't know what Walking with Dinosaurs is, it was these giant dinosaurs that they made that had puppeteers inside them, and they wandered around and there was a story. There was like a velociraptor, and a brontosaurus, and a triceratops, and if you're me, or the Sin Channel, or Just Tube, then you're like, oh my god, dinosaurs are amazing! Well, that show's been going on for a long time, so they've been kind of like looking for a new show that they could pick up and do the same kind of thing with something new and different and exciting. And you're never gonna guess what they ended up picking up. Imagine How to Train Your Dragon Arena Spectacular. Yeah, I know it's pretty nutty, and if you don't believe me, there's a video! Link in the doobly-doo, you can go check that out. I think it's gonna be wet your pants exciting like, so yeah. That's the first story. Now I want you to imagine a very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas. Wait, stick with me. I know, 3D, whatever craziness, it doesn't sound instantly very amazing. But let me explain. They're poking fun at 3D the entire duration of the movie, so it's actually, I think, gonna be pretty funny, and they're gonna super cheese up and like push the 3D things to their limits to be that 3DU movie that you're just like, that was hilariously retarded and ridiculous. Honestly, actually, I'm kind of excited to see the movie because, you know, I haven't seen one of those like super cheesy, retarded movies in a long time. Like, think of Austin Powers. There hasn't been one in like a few years that I've actually went and saw or that I've even heard about. So this is gonna be that good, you know, get that little 13-year-old child bone kicked in my body. That doesn't make any sense at all. Awkward segue, and carry on to the next story. This isn't really much of a story, it's just me merely pointing out that Modern Warfare 3 now has a trailer online that you can watch. Yes, there's nothing funner than pointing and shooting at people. Speaking of pointing and shooting at people, let's talk about camera news, because that's the same, right? Pointing, shooting, camera, yeah. Introducing the Sony HX9V. So all of you out there that are actual camera fans, I'm sure you're like, that's a normal point and shoot camera, Adrian. That's an amateur camera right there. What are you talking about? You're crazy, and you smell nice, and you're pretty. That's what you're thinking. The camera's actually been tested by a bunch of professionals and is actually stacked up as an extremely good run-and-gun guerrilla shoot camera. The guys at Cinema 5D took the camera, did a bunch of shooting with it, and then broke down what was really good and what was really bad about the camera. And now I'm gonna tell you about that. For starters, it shoots in 1080p, which is fantastic, but it's kind of becoming the normal or standard, so cool that it's living up to that standard. It has ISO control, which is very rare for most cameras. Like most big cameras, like the camera I'm using right now, doesn't even have ISO control. So it's really cool to see a camera that is a picture shoot camera has a certain level of ISO control, so that's a bonus. But the best feature about the camera is it has an amazing video stabilizer. So when you're filming, it doesn't like warp your picture to make it look like it's all nice and stable. It actually does a good job at making it look like you have a Steadicam for this little picture one, which is amazing because you don't ever see that in anything else. If you want to see the full review of the camera, the link is in the doobly-doo. Feel free to click on that and educate yourself. Oh yeah, and the camera's rolling in at like $350, so pretty freaking good. And that would be all the news I have for you guys this week. Your question is, what out of all the movies that have come out this summer has been your favorite so far? And until next time, guys, I'm Adrian, and this is Gloo Studios. Outro video. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. And the videos I have for you this week are, I don't actually know yet, because when I'm filming this, I don't actually know what I'm going to be putting in here. So whatever it reads is what it is. But I want to give you a quick tip. If you guys are checking the doobly-doo like every week, you will always find goodies that I sneak in there. Always stuff like galleries and pictures of coolness that I didn't talk about in the show because I didn't have a reason to or couldn't find a reason to. Like example, I have a gallery to the Superman movie that's coming out, some of the set photos from that. Also, I have a first look at the new Batman vehicle in The Dark Knight Rises. Go take a look at them. They're pretty much amazing. Unless you don't want spoilers, then don't go watch. It'll spoil stuff. Show me your bacon face.